Hey everybody, it is Doug. I want to do a special video of the Omega SMP, but more specifically, I am going to be attaching the Omega OEM mesh bracelet. And while I love it on this, it's even better on this. So here's my Omega SMP on the original rubber strap. I purposely bought it on this, knowing that I wanted to buy the mesh because I wasn't really interested in the standard OEM bracelet. So before we get started here, let's see what we've got spinning on the Wolf. We got an OP41 blue dial, a Santos medium, and then my Starbucks. But of course, this video is about the SMP and more specifically, this OEM bracelet. So let's look at the bracelet itself. Here is the one side. Of course, this has got the push deployment. And it's actually nicely branded. And here's the underside, and of course that's where the spring bars go. And then on the other side, which of course is your adjustable strap, similar type thing. But one of the things that you're going to notice whenever you get this, and it wasn't even told to me after I ordered this from my dealer, my AD, your Omega spring bars are not going to fit. They're too thick. So don't ask me why, but that you cannot fit, like the spring bars that you have in your watch will not fit in this one. So I had to get basically cheaper ones that are skinnier to actually fit in there. So if you are thinking about buying this, of course, just on Amazon or wherever, get the cheaper ones, cheaper spring bars, so that you can actually get that inside. One of the things I would recommend highly is that whenever you're taking off your strap, before you use your spring bar tool, put some tape on the lugs. The last thing you want to do is scratch them up. There's no reason for it. You put on the tape, it protects them, and then you're good. But let's take off this band. So now it's on. I'm not going to lie, it's not really easy. I mean, it's not like it's super easy, but it's not crazy difficult either. You just have to be careful. And once again, I would cover up your lugs so you don't mess them up or scratch them. But once it's on, it looks like this. So let's look at this in greater detail. So when you've got it on, and this is of course the deployment side, you actually pull back on that little Omega. You can see the little nib there, and then you put the strap in. And I think I am at like number 3. But, and there's all these little holes here, but you just click it in, and then you have your deployment. Okay, so here she is on wrist. I actually am on the 4th button, not the 3rd. That was a little bit too wide. And to give you an idea, I have a 7¼ inch wrist, and that's 184 millimeters. So it gives you an idea of where it is. And this is the normal strap, not the long strap. So once again, this strap is pretty long. So if you have a wide or like a big wrist, you probably could get away easily with the normal strap. You don't have to get the extra long one. The extra long one, if I'm not mistaken, is like $800, whereas this one is $685. I don't know what it is in Europe or other parts of the country or of the world, so I apologize for not knowing that information for you. But it is a considerable price differential, and so once again, this normal size strap will probably fit most wrists. But as I said, here she is on the wrist. It is so thin, so much thinner than the old, and I shouldn't say old, it is the current bracelet, but like the Bond bracelet, which, mind you, aesthetically, I think it looks beautiful. Mine, whenever I had it on my blue one, it was just too thick and chunky and heavy, whereas this one is svelte. It is so sharp, and this kind of retro look is absolutely stunning in my opinion. I truly think this fits the watch better. It just is so nice. And of course, having that easy, on the fly adjustment. And of course, I know the current bracelet does as well, but this is a much more elegant look in my opinion. And as many of you know, I like to shoot from a little bit of distance so that you can really see how it looks on the wrist, as opposed to being way up close, which I don't think really gives you a good idea. But once again, 7¼ wrist, 184 millimeters. Here's how it sets. Here, there's the thinness of this. Super duper thin, super duper comfortable. This thing is so crazy comfortable. I did bring, as oftentimes I'll do, another watch just to kind of show you a comparison. So this is the Sub 41. Most people call it the Starbucks, but here are the two watches, so you can kind of see. Once again, I think this mesh bracelet truly elevates the watch. Where, I don't know, it actually, I mean, it's a tough call on which one's the nicer one. Of course, this is like twice the price of this, even if you get the mesh. And my recommendation really is do what I did. I got this on the rubber, which that strap is fantastic and a great way to change it out, and buy this OEM mesh bracelet as the complement to it. I just think it gives you the best combination for your SMP. But this thing is just absolutely spectacular. I did see that it looks like Daniel Craig, and what was it, at Wimbledon? I think he was wearing a no date ceramic, which I wish this was a no date, but on the mesh like this. So this might be a really, this might be like the new look for the SMP, which is the mesh, and then once again, more of like a no date type design. But of course, with the positioning of the date at 6 o'clock and the symmetry of this dial, my goodness, this looks like a no date. I actually treat it like that. To be quite honest, with my eyesight, I can't really read the date anyways. But I just think this thing is hot. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I look forward to shooting a new one for you. Bye-bye.